look ahead to 2013, I want to get all the roundtable to weigh in now on who they think in the political world is really going to make a splash next year.
Jeb Hensarling is a splendidly conservative Republican from Dallas, who's now new chairman of the Financial Services Committee. Sherrod Brown is a dismayingly liberal senator from Ohio. The two of them could get together because Sherrod Brown is absolutely right on the need to break up the large banks to reduce the too-big-to-fail threat to our society. Those two could get together and solve an actual problem.
That would be quite an alliance, okay?
I have small bore, big bore. Small bore is pure politics, and that's Deval Patrick, the governor of Massachusetts, who gets to decide who the next senator from Massachusetts might be. And right now he's up against a rock and a hard place with Barney Frank saying, hey, I wouldn't mind being a temporary guy.
And Vicki Kennedy, right?
And Vicki Kennedy, and then, of course, Ed Markey's thinking about running for the seat. So that's an interesting thing to see the balance of the Senate and what Deval Patrick has to do with that. The other large bore is Bashar al-Assad, who gave a speech today in Syria in which he said, I'm not negotiating with terrorists. Take that, UN envoy. It sounds familiar. He is, we keep waiting from the fall. 60,000 Syrians killed in this violence, and no sign that he's going anywhere.
Amazing he's lasted this long.
Exactly.
All
right, so mine is not exactly a new face. Joe Biden, who on New Year's Day showed that he is the one in the White House that can still work with Congress. I think this is going to be a big year for Biden because if the president's going to get anything accomplished with Congress, it's clear that he's going to need Biden to work directly with them. So I look for Biden, and I wonder if it's either going to make or break his prospects.
They call him the McConnell whisperer. Yeah. Greta.
And I go out to the states, and I've said it before here. I spent a day with Governor Susana Martinez, who is a Republican, Hispanic governor of New Mexico. When she took office a year ago, she had a deficit. She came in, worked with the Democratic legislature, balanced the budget. They no longer have a deficit. And right now, the president is considering signing Katie's law, which has to do with taking DNA from people who are arrested. And some people may challenge the constitutionality of it, but she was the underlying DA in this law, and she's a big crime fighter. So,
Bob,
Brian, her.
Two rising Senate stars. One is Elizabeth Warren. I think that she will be helpful in George's and my campaign to limit the size of the big banks. And also Angus King, an independent from Maine, tremendous integrity and very popular.
Two New Englanders there. I say also Senator Joe Manchin, Senator of West Virginia. Keep an eye on him. And now we pause to honor our fellow Americans who serve and sacrifice. This week, the Pentagon released the name of one soldier killed in Afghanistan. And finally, your voice this week. Diana Biederman has today's question. Why do we have inaugural ceremonies for re-elected presidents? Seems redundant, no? Well, yes. But the Constitution says that all presidents have to be sworn in, and that's always been an excuse for some kind of party. This year's has been scaled way back, from 10 balls to 2, but second inaugurations have also been a time for some firsts. African Americans joined the parade for the first time at Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural. At Woodrow Wilson's second inaugural, 52 years later, the first women were included. Harry Truman's 1949 inaugural was the first on television. And in 1997, Americans could watch the swearing-in online for the first time. That was Bill Clinton's. Tweet me your political questions to @GeorgeStephanopoulos. Plus, Greta's going to answer your questions for this week's Web Extra. That's all for us today. Thanks for sharing part of your Sunday with us. Check out World News with David Muir tonight. And don't forget, Nightline has a new time starting Tuesday, 12:35 a.m. I'll see you tomorrow on GMA.